So you're on the hunt for a dog trainer in the Toledo area. It can feel like a pretty big task, but honestly, you've got this. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the absolute best fit for you and your dog.
The whole point, right, is helping your dog be a happy, confident part of your life here in Toledo. And getting some good professional guidance, that's a huge piece of the puzzle.
So, first things first. Before you even start looking for a trainer, we got to think about your dog's actual life. What does their day-to-day world look like here in Toledo? Yeah, think about it. Your dog's world is so much bigger than just your house and your yard. It's the busy sidewalks, the different parks, all the unique neighborhoods you walk through together. A really good trainer understands this. They're preparing your dog for the real world, not just your living room. And these are the situations we're talking about. You want a dog who can just enjoy a nice, calm walk along the mommy, or one who doesn't get totally overwhelmed by the buzz around a mud hens game. Being able to handle busy streets, explore the metro parks without chaos, that's what makes life easier and more fun for both of you. All right, now that we've got a picture of your dog's Toledo life, let's zoom in a little bit. Before you pick up the phone or send an email, you have to know what you're actually trying to achieve. And really think about this for a second. Is this about a brand new puppy who needs to learn everything? Or maybe you have an older dog with a very specific quirk you want to work on. Knowing your goal is, well, it's everything. It's the first step.
Do any of these ring a bell? Maybe your shoulder is killing you from constant leash pulling. Or maybe you kind of dread having people over because your dog just loves to jump on everyone. Zeroing in on your biggest challenge is going to help you find a trainer who specializes in exactly that.
So what's the best setting for this training? Well, in-home training is amazing for problems that happen, at home, like barking at the front door or getting your neighborhood walk just right. On the other hand, group classes are perfect for teaching your dog to stay focused on you, even when there are other dogs and people around. Okay, so you know your goals and you have an idea of what kind of training you want. Now for the really big question. How do you find a qualified pro who's going to be kind and effective? This right here, this is what you want to look for. Positive reinforcement. And it's not just about tossing your dog a treat. It's a whole philosophy built on trust. When you reward your dog for getting it right, they actually want to learn. They get excited about training with you. And this is the bottom line. Your dog's well-being has to come first, always. Modern training, the kind that really works long-term, doesn't use fear or pain. So you'll want to find a professional who is fully committed to a humane, positive approach. You ever see that alphabet soup after a trainer's name and wonder what it all means? Well, it's actually pretty important. These certifications show that a trainer has put in the work, studied, and passed some rigorous exams. For general manners, a CPD-TKA is a fantastic sign. But if you're dealing with something more complex, like serious fear, you'll want to look for a certified behavior consultant, like a CBCKA. They have a much deeper level of expertise.
Let's talk about the practical stuff now. What should you expect to pay, and what absolutely essential questions do you need to ask before you sign up for anything?
Okay, here's a general idea of training costs right here in the Toledo area. You'll see group classes are a really affordable way to get started and get some socialization in. Then you have things like board and train programs. They're a much bigger investment for sure, but for some dogs with really intensive needs, they can be life-changing. When you're interviewing a potential trainer, have this list handy. You need to know their methods, their qualifications, and how they're going to tailor a plan for your specific dog. You also want to know how you'll track progress. A true professional will be happy to answer all of these questions, no problem. So, you did it. You found a great trainer and things are going really well. What's next? Well, now it's time to take all those new skills on the road, right here in Toledo. Good training makes you a good neighbor and a responsible dog owner. It's good to remember that in Toledo and Lukes County, leashes are a must in public spaces. Your dog has to be licensed, and that excessive barking, it can actually become a real issue. Good training helps with all of that. So where can you go to practice? Oh, you have so many great spots. The metro parks are amazing, wildwood oak openings. They're perfect for working on that polite leash walking. And when you're ready for some off-leash practice in a safe, fenced-in area, you've got awesome dog parks at places like Pearson and Ottawa Park. Really, when it comes down to it, this is what it's all about. Training is an investment in a better life with your dog. It means a calmer home, nicer walks, and being able to include your dog in all the fun things you do with friends and family around town. We wish you the very best on your training journey.